Okay, here are the questions from a review for exam 1. This is question number 1. The question is to investigate limit at these three numbers from this given graph. So when we say investigate, we mean, for example, let's talk about at -2 first. That means, do you have to find the limit at -2 from left side of the function? Limit at -2 from right side of the function. After finding these two limits, you're supposed to tell about limit of the function at -2 and also about the function's value at -2. Let's talk about these. Left limit means that x is approaching to -2 from left side. So when x is approaching to -2 from left side, where is the function going? To infinity, because it's becoming as large as you want it to, you see, from the left hand side. So the answer to this would be just infinity. Don't write does not exist. If it's going towards infinity, write the answer as infinity. Let's talk about when x is approaching to -2 from right side. So -2 from right side, where is function going? Function is approaching towards negative infinity because it's becoming as small as possible. It's going towards very negative numbers, very large negative numbers. Okay. Now the goal is to check if the left limit is equal to right limit, then the function's limit will actually exist. Now you can notice these are not equal to each other. That means this one you are going to write does not exist. And also the value of the function at -2, because both of them are going opposite side. Whenever it's value, then you're going to answer it to be does not exist. So that is the investigation for -2. Now let's talk about at 1. So we need to find limit x approaches to 1 from left side, limit x approaches to 1 from right side, and then if they are equal, we need to tell about limit of the function at x approaches to 1 and also talk about f's value at 1. So let's start with the left side. Where is 1? X is equal to 1 is here. When you are approaching to x equal to 1 from left side, where is the graph going? At this point, the value here is -1. So the left limit is -1 from the graph. Let's talk about the right limit. When x is approaching to 1 from right side, function is approaching at this value, which is 1. So left limit is -1, right limit is 1. These are not equal to each other. That means actual limit does not exist. Okay. Let's talk about function's value. Function's value at 1 is in the vertical line across 1, where there is solid point. Here it's a solid point, which is at -1. So function's value does exist in this case. That is -1. So this is your investigation at x is equal to 1. Now let's talk about at 3. So function's limit as x approaches to 3 from left side, function's limit as x approaches to 3 from right side, function's limit at 3, and function's value at 3. Okay, here we are. From left side, this is 3. When we are approaching to 3 from left side, where is the function approaching? Which value? That's -1. So left limit is -1. When we are approaching to 3 from right side, function is approaching to what? Again, -1. Now, pay attention, even if it is whole, okay, at that point, there's a whole, still the value, approaching value is -1, that exists. Now, both of these are equal to each other, left and right limit, therefore, the actual limit would be equal to -1, that exists in this case. Okay, so that is the portion about the limit. Now let's talk about the value. In the vertical space of 3, there is a solid dot at 0 here. That means f of 3 is equal to 0. At -1 there's a hole, so that is not the value, right? Hole means does not exist. So f of 3 is that value of the solid point, which is at 0. So f of 3 is 0, but the left limit and the right limit both are -1, so the actual limit is -1. Now question really doesn't ask in the review, but let's also talk about at 5. What happens at 5? Let's talk about left limit. When you approach to 5 from left hand side, function is approaching where? Walk on the function. From left side, it's reaching to the point of 1. So left limit is 1. If you are approaching the function, if you're approaching 5 from right side, then function approaches which value? 3. Both of these are not equal, so the actual limit does not exist. So limit exists if at any value the left and the right limit are equal. Okay, that's the main condition. Only then the limit exists. In this case, they are not equal, so the actual limit does not exist. Let's talk about the value here. When it is 5, there is a solid point at 2. Function's value of 5 is 2. That's different from left limit or the right limit, and the actual limit does not even exist. So this is how you investigate limits for a given graph. Okay, please go over this.